Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, from 2018, we saw the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto starting his serious campaign across the entire country. But largely, Ruto was focusing in Mount Kenya region. So from that time, in this period up to last year, Ruto gave all manner of promises that he could give to everyone who could listen to him. And every time he got to Mount Kenya region, Ruto used that opportunity to hit hard on all the NASA principles. Because by that time, there was a lot of bedroom meetings going on between President Uhuru Kenyatta and the NASA principals. Raila Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, Musalia Mudavadi, Senator Wetangula, and even Gideon Moi. So Ruto was accusing this team of going for boardroom meetings to arrange on how they are going to share power. So it was all about power sharing. But for him, with his hustler wave, Ruto was clear that hustler is all about the common mama mboga, the common boda, and all those other people who are down there. So that is the kind of difference Ruto was creating between President Uhuru Kenyatta's side and the hustler nation. This was working very well. But until when Ruto now realized that to win an election, he must appreciate that coalition is the way to go in Kenya. And when you talk about coalition, you are simply talking about political parties that have their origin from a specific region and a specific tribes. That is the time William Ruto met with the reality. And from that time up to now, Ruto has now been coming out with a statement that are contradicting, and if it is not Ruto, then the people in the same coalition, Kenya Kwanza, they have been coming out with a statement that contradict what William Ruto had already planted in the Mount Kenya region. Because Ruto had believed that with the Mount Kenya region, it was enough for him to become the president. So they were not going to share power. But people of Mount Kenya realized that Ruto might be playing them. And for them now, they decided to start demanding for a running mate position the moment they saw Musalia Mudavadi and Senator Wetangula joining with William Samoei Ruto. So there have been a push and pull between ANC and the Mount Kenya region. Now this is where Ruto has met the reality. So it is turning to look like in Kenyan politics, positions also matter. And there is a post Pauline Njoroge has shared on her Facebook page in a video where Ruto is giving his promises in Mount Kenya and hitting hard at Uhuru and Raila Odinga when he was accusing them for sharing position. And for him, in a hustler nation, it was not all about position. Then Senator Malala comes out with a contradicting statement when he is communicating to the Luhya nation, because as a community, Malala should explain, and even Musalia Mudavadi, what is it in William Samoei Ruto's government for the Luhya people? Because these people have passed through the hands of President Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. They know how situation has been hard for them, even to get development, and all about the cabinet positions. And this is what Pauline Njoroge wrote about this video. When in central leaders, muungano wetu sio wa kugawana vyeo, ni wa kuendeleza Kenya yote. When with western leaders, hivi ndio tutagawana vyeo. Now that is reacting to Senator Malala when Malala was addressing the Luhya leaders and the Luhya residents on what is it in Kenya Kwanza for that community. Listen to this video shortly, then we are going to continue.
Tumekubali kuungana na watu wa ANC. Tumekubali kuungana na watu wa Ford Kenya. Mnakubali tuungane jameni? Na tumekubali kuungana sio kwa sababu ati tugawane viti ama mamlaka. Tunaungana kupeleka Kenya mbele.
William Samoei Ruto, because Ruto ametupatia share katika serikali yake. Tumekaa chini tukaelewana 30% of government will come to Western Province. Ametuambia kwa mawaziri 21 atatupatia 7. Kwa PS atatupatia 13. CAS atatupatia 15. Heads of parastatals atatupatia 185. Sisi tungependa kuchallenge wale viongozi ambao wako kwa Azimio. Raila Odinga, ukikuja hapa Lukuyani, kuja uwaambie sisi ni nini unatupatia kwa serikali.
Now we are continuing with our panel discussion, but I have a quick request. You might be watching this channel but you're not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time, once we release a video like this one, you'll always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our video to more viewers. Now I have about 2 to 3 people whom I'm going to give a shout out at the end of this video, so watch up to the end. Back to our discussion. Now, there is one major headache that William Ruto is facing currently as we are speaking now. And that headache is exactly to do that which he has been denying. Ruto has denied that Hustler Nation is not about positions. It is about mboga. But Ruto is meeting the reality. And the truth is that in every formation, the interest of politicians come first. Even Ruto, in Hustler, he knows his interest is well secured as a presidential candidate. Lakini alikuwa anataka tu kudanganya hawa watu wengine what that is not all about positions. Because if it is not all about position, then why is Ruto vying for presidential? Why is he a UDA aspirant? And why is he a Kenya Kwanza flag bearer? If it is not all about positions. Because then, he could have endorsed someone like Musalia Mudavadi or Senator Wetangula. Ama Rigathi Gachagua. It is all about positions. And the issue here is on how Ruto need to balance between Western region and the Mount Kenya region. Because number one, sorry for that, lawyers, where Ruto is looking for support, have suffered in the hands of William Ruto and President Uhuru Kenyatta. You can imagine out of the population we have in Western, William Ruto and the Uhuru Kenyatta government did not see a need to have anyone from Western region in their cabinet. But you find that in Rift Valley region and Mount Kenya, they had several people in that cabinet. That's why Malala is telling these people that we have negotiated for 30% in William Samoei Ruto government for this region. They have negotiated even for their own positions. That's why Malala is saying that Mudavadi is on ballot, Wetangula is on ballot, and they have position in Kenya Kwanza. Because Luya still understand what they have gone through in this government. And now in Mount Kenya, they have been watching what Luyas have gone through when they were at the center of power. They have seen it. So they understand if they will not have a running mate, someone who will be seen as a negotiator on behalf of their community, then they might suffer the same fate that Luyas have suffered when they were enjoying in this government. Now, this is the truth that William Ruto need to balance here. Politics is about positions. It is about personal interest. Then the public and the people's interests come later. That is the reality. So if Ruto wanted to ride on this issue of hustler, then blackmail everyone, that it's not all about position, but at long last, he's looking for his own interest by vying for the president. The reality is here. People of Mount Kenya are asking for the running mate. Mulembe Nation are asking for the running mate. And William Ruto now with the Rift Valley region, he's coming as a presidential candidate. So for them, they don't have any reason to make noise. So if Ruto was denying that it's all about sharing position, then Malala is here to expose him that it's all about positions. If you don't take care of these politicians' interest, they will dump you. Now, lastly, this is my question. Uhuru and Ruto have ruled. In 2022, Uhuru is not on ballot, but William Ruto is on ballot. My question is, what if Uhuru was on ballot asking for a second term? Then he come to campaign in Western, having known what lawyers have gone through in his hands. Is there any lawyer who can trust Uhuru Kenyatta? Because he never considered them in their cabinet. Mumias is dying in his hands. So many agriculture sector dying in Western region. Definitely there is no one in Western who was going to believe Uhuru Kenyatta with their votes. William Ruto is on ballot as a presidential candidate. We still remember Jubilee government got about 6 members of parliament from Western. Even beside having these 6, they did not even appreciate to just get one minister, a cabinet secretary, from either Bungoma, Vihiga, Kakamega, or Busia. Why? So they did not see any reason. And for that reason, Ruto did not appreciate the support from Western region. Somewhere was banking to come and consolidate after Uhuru has left, like what he's doing now. But he never considered this community. So the issue here, we have Raila Odinga on one side and William Ruto. We know what William Ruto can do. I don't know if you know what Raila can do, but for the shortest time he got to power, we know what he was able and capable to do. I don't know what to think about this, but that's my view. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. And before I sign out, I have to give a shout out to about 3 friends, our subscribers on this channel. Number 1, Mr. Nyambane. Thank you so much. Tulipata your coffee. We have enjoyed. And number 2, we have Alice Aluda. Alice Aluda, mtu wangu kutoka kule Mbale. Thank you so much. Tulipata coffee. And then huyu wa 3, she has told me not to mention her name, but she's coming all the way from US. Thank you so much for blessing us with the little you heard. May a good God bless you again. Mbarikiwe. So thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you and see you in our next video.